So here I'm just applying a primer all over her face, and then I'm adding a primer to her lids, and we're gonna start doing the eyeshadow for Marilyn's look. So just again putting primer all over the lids. And here I'm adding a white to her lids with kind of like a dramatic slope and white all the way into the corners of the eyes, because Marilyn had that really open lid to give her that really dramatic eye. And then here I'm adding the contour color, which is kind of a darker brown. I feel like I went a little too dark, so I was really trying to blend out here. And again, focusing on that dramatic kind of sweeping arch into the eye socket there. And then I'm blending out the white and that dark brown. I felt like the white was a little too white, so I was trying to mellow it out with kind of just like a tannish color. Marilyn did use white too, but I feel like she used some like more kind of off-white and flesh tones as well. So I was just trying to balance it out here. And then you can see the eye looks kind of coming together. And here I'm applying foundation all over the face, kind of like a dewy, light foundation. I was just kind of working with what my sister had here. And now I'm contouring the nose to make her nose look a little bit more like Marilyn's, doing some more face contouring here. Marilyn kind of had like that really prominent chin. She did have a chin implant, so I'm trying to give my sister a little bit more of a prominent chin and jawline here. And more highlighting. Just highlighting the areas of the face. Marilyn had those like bright cheeks where it was just very prominent, her cheekbones. And just blending out contour and highlight. She had kind of like a little cleft chin too, so I was trying to create a little indentation as well, and just lots of blending. And now I'm adding the white eyeliner to the corners of her eyes. Marilyn did that, and then I'm adding the brown. I found out from the makeup artist Erin Parsons that she kind of added this almost like two-tier effect to the eyeliner, so that's why I was marking. If you see that brown dot kind of where my sister's pupil is, that's where I'm marking the eyeliner to create almost kind of like this two-level dynamic eyeliner, because it really created this long line in the top of the eye, and it made Marilyn's eyes look very big and accentuated the shape of her eye as well. And I started in with a brown eyeliner, and then I did a darker brown, and now here I'm doing a black liquid liner. The two brown liners were, one was Lancome and the other one was actually from that Marilyn Monroe makeup kit from Wet n Wild. And the quality is okay. It's not the greatest. That's why I started going in with a Lancome. So here I'm just cleaning up the eyeliner here and adding more of the black and trying to get that line nice and sharp here. And then here I'm just adding some concealer to the under eye area and blending it out. And under the eye, Marilyn had a shadow that she created with the brown eyeliner, a little eyelash shadow. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm adding the white to accentuate the lines, adding a white liner in between the two eyeliner lines, and then just going underneath the eye. And then onto the brows. So Marilyn had a very arched brow, and so I'm just filling in Mary's brows and really creating a prominent arch. And I'm just blending out the contour on my sister's nose so it's not as obvious that I drew lines on her nose. The contour and the highlight, yep. And of course, more blending. And I'm just doing some last minute touches to the face and blending out the chin and adding more highlight here and there. And here I'm adding brow gel to finalize the brow look and set the color. And then adding blush, which I'm using kind of an orangey blush, kind of all over the lower part of the cheek. And then I'm also going to add some blush up on her forehead a bit, even though Marilyn mostly added it to her temples as well. And then moving on to the lips, Marilyn used many shades of lipstick when doing her lips. She had a very dynamic lip. And so right here I am just kind of working with what we had around at Mary's place. And so I had to get creative with some of the makeup here, but I'm just lining her lips with a red lip liner at the moment. And then I'm going to go back in with just like a darker red lipstick around the corners of the mouth. And then I'm adding a lighter red more in the center of the lips. And then I did actually grab here the brown eyeliner I was using to line the outside of the mouth because the red just wasn't cutting it that I was using, the red lip liner, because Marilyn actually did use a pretty dark color around the lips to create that very dynamic lip. So it was very dark around the edges, and then she used a highlight on the bottom of her lip, and I did put some on the top too. And then she used her secret recipe for a lip gloss. It was like a very high shine lip gloss that went over the red lip that she would create. And then I had her blot her lips, and here I'm adding the lip gloss for the final touch on the lips. Definitely not as shiny as I wanted it to be, but it works. And for the final touch here, I'm adding the beauty mark. And here is Mary as Marilyn Monroe, and I realized that I forgot to add the lashes, so we're going to add her lashes, and I did cut the lashes to half lashes like Marilyn did, and Marilyn just added them on the end of her eyelashes. So you'll see me applying them here to Mary's eyelashes. I'm pretty happy with the look. I do wish I had some different makeup products to work with. I could have made it look even better, but it's fun to do and fun to get creative with what you have laying around. And yeah, so the lashes I use here are definitely not accurate. They're very floofy, but better than no lashes at all. So you'll get to see final Marilyn in just a few moments. And I'm just adding mascara here. And here she is, the final Marilyn look. I'm pretty happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'll see you in another video.